Hey there guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm SgtRedPixel, and today we're doing something a little bit different. Now, as you know, Minecraft 1.18 has been out for a little while now, and everybody's playing it, everybody's enjoying it. There's so many new things that have been implemented in the new version of Minecraft that, people are jumping in, creating new worlds, and having a blast. And I want to jump on that wagon as well. But because I've been working on making a series out of this game and it's my first playthrough of the game, I really don't want to lose everything that I've been working hard to get. However, I do want to go ahead and update my game to 1.18, and I want to take advantage of all those cool new things that version 1.18 brings with it. So simply loading up my 1.17 version save in the new 1.18 version of the game and updating the blocks and chunks will not really do much for me, right? So how can we do this? How can we regenerate our world without losing everything that we have? And I'm sure there's 1,000 other ways that you can do this, but I'm going to show you the easiest way that I know how to do this by using the MCA selector. Okay, so what you want to do is go ahead and click on the single player mode here and select the save that you want to update. Now this is my save, the stinky 1.17 version of the game that I've been using for the series, and click on edit and open world folder. And you'll just get this world folder that contains all of your saves pop up right here. We're gonna go ahead and make 2 copies of our main game of this particular folder, and we're going to call one 1.18 updated and the other one 1.18 regenerated. Now this one, the updated one, we're going to use as an example of what the world looks like if you just simply load in your old save in a new version of the game and update the blocks without regenerating the world. And the regenerated one, of course, we're going to use the MCA selector method, where we delete a bunch of chunks and blocks and have the world be regenerated using the new version of the game. So let's go ahead and just jump into the updated version of the game, and let's have the 1.18 version of the game update our blocks and see what happens. All right. And as you can see, the world is generally unchanged. There's not much that has changed at all. Actually, I don't see anything that's changed. If anything has changed, it's probably some blocks here and there and maybe some new animals and whatnot. But the biomes are the same. The trees are the same. Pretty much it's just like being back in the 1.17 version of the game. Alright, so now let's go ahead and use the MCA selector to delete a bunch of blocks, a bunch of chunks, and see what happens to our world when it's regenerated with the new version of Minecraft. So go ahead and launch MCA selector. Go into File, Open World, and this should open up your Minecraft saves folder. Now double click on the world that you want to update. This should open that world folder, and now of course, click Select World. MCA Selector will go ahead and load up your entire world in the program, and all of the areas that are highlighted, those are the ones that you have been to. Now, as you can see, this is my little base here, little village, and everything is here. Pretty much everywhere where the fog of war is gone, I have been, and I don't want to keep all of it. I just want to keep my most precious things, which is my base and the mines that I have created, the farms that I have created. I want to just keep that. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of the areas that I want to keep. Now go ahead and go into selection and click invert. And this will select everything else but deselect the areas that you want to keep. This is how you want to do it, because MCA selector deletes everything that is orange. So make sure that everything that you want to keep is not orange. Okay, so now that we have selected everything that we want to delete, we go into selection and delete selected chunks. This should bring up a little menu for us here. You are about to delete an unknown number of chunks from this world. Are you sure? Okay, or cancel. Of course, we're going to press OK. Of course, make sure that you have created backups, okay? And as you can see, pretty much everything else is gone. All of the areas are gone, and we have just this little tiny area. So let's jump right back into the game and see what this does for us. Okay, and this is the world that was regenerated now. All of the chunks that were selected in orange got deleted, right? So now Minecraft version 1.18 was able to regenerate this world using all of the new features, all of the new coding that has been implemented. And as you can see, this is the area that we decided to keep. My little bees are here in a little mountain, but everything in this particular area has been turned into a swamp. Now, this was not a swamp before. This was just lush forests and mountains and everything like that. So that is a stark difference compared to what this used to be like. Now, I'm not going to explore too much around this area because I really want to explore on foot and actually do it in survival mode. But I just wanted to show you guys how big of a difference there is between the same world being generated using version 1.17 of Minecraft and version 1.18 of Minecraft. It is a huge difference. Okay, so to prove this, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go jump right back into our saves folder here, and we're going to make another copy of the 1.17 version of the save file, and we're going to call it test. And let's go ahead and load it up in MCA selector and select again all of the areas that we don't want to keep. Okay, and of course we're going to just go ahead and delete them again. Okay, and there we go. And let's jump right back into the old version of the game, the 1.17 version of Minecraft, and see what kind of world does it regenerate? What does it replace all those missing chunks with? Okay, let's see. Did anything change? Yep. As you can see, absolutely nothing has changed. The same lush forests, the same mountains, everything is the same. It's just like being back home. So even though we used MCA selector and we deleted all of those chunks, because we loaded the game back up in the 1.17 version of the game, it used the old method of creating worlds and generating worlds, so nothing has changed. So yeah, this is the actual difference between the world generated by 1.17 version of the game and 1.18 version of the game. It is really a huge difference. Loading everything up in 1.18 after deleting all those chunks forced Minecraft to recreate a completely different world. But doing the same thing back in 1.17 didn't change anything. So if you are tired of your world and you want to change things up, you want to spice things up, but you want to keep your things that you've worked hard to get, go ahead and use this MCA selector method. Just delete all your chunks, regenerate it, and see what kind of hellhole you might end up in. I'm sure that there's a bunch of different ways of doing the same thing, and I'm not an expert on Minecraft. This is just one way that I have found that you can do this by just searching on Google. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I really wanted to actually update the game, and I wanted to see what it's going to look like before I continue with my series. And honestly speaking, I'm probably going to go ahead and continue with the completely regenerated world. But I think it's going to be fun, and I really can't wait to see what this world has to offer now. So, and yeah, just tell me what you guys think of this. Is there any other way of doing this? Is there a different way that produces different results? Why is this happening this way? I don't know. But for today, I think I'm going to call it a day. So thanks everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button, go ahead and kick that subscribe button right off the screen while you're at it. Of course, don't forget to love tap that bell. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or game recommendations, throw that stuff down in the comment section below because I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.